New content for rFactor 2? Seems like something I have to check out. The one and only rFactor 2 content creator on YouTube. Let me check my playing hours. Oh, 26 hours. Damn, I have a lot of playing hours on rFactor, so let's check out the new content. Here we go. It's Wednesday, my dudes. What was the sound he's doing after that? Wasn't it like, ah, or something? Something like that. Alright, guys, I hope you're doing fine. It's Wednesday, and that means that I'm finally streaming again. It's been a while since the last time around, and with that, welcome back to another stream here on the platform, here on Overtake.gg. Let me get the music rolling. Oh, is it loud? Oh no, it's alright. There we go. Hope my internet is not dropping any more frames like it did in the beginning. Now it's dropping frames as I'm telling that. Yeah, my internet really hates me today. I hope I'm not lagging too much right now for you guys. I hope it's alright. Is it alright, internet? Am I allowed to stream on Overtake, please? Holy moly. That's happening all day long. It's like really short hiccups. It's crazy. Hey, typical German internet. Yeah, true. So I'm coming straight from the hairdresser. 4mm again. I love it. My hair was so long. And for the first time ever in an Overtake live stream, I have a mod. Yes! Someone to kill the bots in the chat. Thank you, Ash, for being there. Really looking forward you driving in the DTS on Saturday. Really looking forward to that. Stream at 1080p? Yeah, I could do that, but I don't. I'm not streaming at 1080p. Otherwise, I have to kill the stream again. I don't think 1080p will save us from internet hiccups because I had them before I started streaming, so. Hey John, welcome to the stream. You have yet to play rFactor 2. You've been stuck on ACC and iRacing. Yeah, I think that's not the worst decision ever. And the other thing that's completely new and fresh today, I'm wearing actual Overtake merchandise or Overtake wear. I don't think you can buy that anywhere. But I'm one of the first to have stuff like that. There's also a hoodie and a jacket. A windbreaker. The t-shirt is alright. Maybe not the best color for my set, as everything is blue and purple, violet, and I'm here in gray, green, and orange. Good colors for this are yellow and other stuff. Wow, there comes the chat. What is happening today? Did you just see how the chat popped in? Crazy. Crazy. I have a laugh at your driving. Really? Aren't you that good? We were all hoping you would win for us, Ash. If the hoodie isn't comfy, I think the hoodie is the best of the three. The windbreaker's also quite okay. The t-shirt is a bit thin. But yeah, it does the job. You have two LFS t-shirts. Aren't they then like 10 years old, or they're from Live for Speed? The COR shirt, you mean like Clash of Racers? Luca? Hera Foxy, moin, welcome. Yes. So they are 10 years old. Jesus, 10-year-old t-shirts. Okay, I have clothes that's also like 5, 6, 7 years old. But 10 years for a t-shirt, that's long life, I would say. But better like that than the other way around, that you buy t-shirts that you have to throw away after washing them 2 times. That's not what t-shirts should be like. And would you look at that? How time flies. Almost 70k. 70k hype. And with the Dream Team series right around the corner, hopefully we will get the 100k pretty soon. Thoughts on Project Cars series being discontinued? Hera Foxy, I'm one of the sim racers that started after Project Cars. So Project Cars 2 was one of the first sim racing, simcade games I tried, because one of my best friends back then was a big or huge Project Cars 2 fan, and I wanted to play some multiplayer with him finally after I got my first wheel, and he said, yeah, but I'd only have Project Cars 2. Would you buy Project Cars 2 and then we can play that? And I tried it and I hated it. I hated it so much. That was right at the beginning. I started with Forza Motorsport 7 because I already had that, and that was the first game I played with a wheel. And then I bought Project Cars 2 and Assetto Corsa at basically the same time, and played Assetto Corsa in my free time and starting to love it. And then he came like, yeah, Project Cars 2, and it was like, yeah, that's not sim racing, sorry, but especially he wanted to drive the GT3s all the time, and they felt like driving on ice. So I was like, yeah, Project Cars 2, it's all right. Not my cup of tea. So my thoughts on the series being discontinued. Yeah, it's sad that it's being discontinued, because there are a lot of drivers out there that love the series, that would have loved a part in the, or fourth installment in the series that gets back to the roots. But to be honest, I'm not really emotionally attached to Project Cars, so I'm not all too sad. If Kunos would say, yeah, we're not doing Assetto Corsa 2, it's never come out, it's never to be come out, then I would be sad. But with Project Cars, yeah. Project Cars 3 was for the bin. EA holding the license now makes me skeptical too, so maybe it's for the better that those creative heads move on and do something else. Maybe GTR Evolution, or however it's called. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. They don't even have the license for the GTR franchise. That belongs to Simbin and KW Studios, right? So I don't get that. Yeah. Gonna benefit the F1 games? No. No, not at all. Because they're gonna go the same route like they went down with FIFA, with the F1 games, and they're gonna focus on everything cosmetic, and that gets people interested in online multiplayer and buying packs and stuff like that. They're gonna focus on that and smooth animations, good looking game. That's gonna be the focus point, and gameplay is not interesting anymore, or it never was. I don't think even one F1 game had flawless handling. Every F1 game I tried so far was like, yeah, it's alright, but kinda clunky. Many devs get moved to F1? I don't think so. I don't think so that devs will go over to F1. They're telling on their platform, yeah, they're gonna move the devs around from Project Cars to other games. Maybe Need for Speed, F1, but Jesus. But I don't think that in the long run a lot of those people will stay. They will just move on and do something else. Wolfmaster Gaming is hoping that they work hard on F1 games because the physics need some work. Yeah, they definitely do, but they won't. And I can tell you even why. Because not only the thing that they will focus on animations and stuff like that, that brings them more money, but also F1 cars are particularly hard to drive. It's not easy to drive an F1 car at the limit, especially since they banned traction control and ABS, which were technologies allowed earlier. So they are hard to drive. But F1 has to be a game that suits drivers from all ranges. Beginners, so really novice drivers with a controller, intermediate drivers that just want to play career mode and play a bit offline, maybe some races online, and be semi-pro, and pro drivers. So the whole spectrum. If the cars are hard to drive, the only one that will be pleased are the hardcore fans, which is like 2% of all players. So if they want to keep their numbers high, they need to go for easy handling. They can't go hardcore, because then they would lose all their players. Because if they just think about it, they will go hardcore. Sim racing. Hardcore sim racing. They will lose all their casual players, their simcade players, and only will keep their simulation fans. And the simulation fans will then start to compare it to Assetto Corsa, to Race Room, to AMS2. And what if it's the worst of the three, or the four in that case? Just imagine it's the worst of them. It's simulation, but it's not good. Then they don't have any players. So they can't win with going simulation. They can't. What they should do if they want an F1 simulation is go to iRacing, go to maybe Ryza. Most likely they will be cheap to buy. Buy them and let them do another F1 game that's hardcore. That would be something they could do. Hey, Lucas. Sorry for the hiccups in the stream. If the stream is buffering or stuff like that, just look at the music. My internet is playing crazy today. Holy moly. It's getting me ready to play some rFactor 2 because that's choppy as well. Grand Prix 5 incoming. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it just needs 2 different games. One for the broader audience and one for SimK players. Jesus Christ, I'm dropping frames left and right. Party people, I will just quickly tune down the quality of the stream a bit, and I will be back in just a second. All right? Don't go anywhere. I will be back in maybe like 20-30 seconds. Just refresh your stream and I will be back. See? All right. I think I'm back. Can you guys hear me? Check, check. Can you guys hear me all right? Check, 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 check. I'm back. I'm back. With lower quality. Hey, there we are. You would love to see an F1 game by Kunos. I'm honest with you. I won't. I don't. Hey, it's Fenrir. Moin. I don't think an F1 game from Kunos would be that great. Loud and clear. I think Kunos have to show what they're capable of doing with AC2 first. Because ACC is a success, yes. But that mostly has to do with Low Fuel Motorsports, giving them a good online mode. The driving in ACC is okay, I would say. It's good, but not spectacular. There's some really good stuff with the in the game, but some things are just like the camber and tow things. Why is that still a thing? Like that. So I would love to see a good Assetto Corsa 2 first, instead of them rushing into some adventures and producing Assetto Corsa 2 and an F1 game at the same time. So Knut Matthijsen Entertainment. Moin. Joe getting added to a lot of hate lists now. Okay, before we start playing some rFactor 2, which we are here for, let me tell you this. I was at the hairdresser today. Already told it at the beginning, 4mm again. I love it. Really short hair again on the sides. I was at the hairdresser and I was talking to, how is it called in English? The hairdresser? But what if she's female? Is it still the hairdresser? Yeah, I guess so. And she I don't know how the conversation came to be, but we were talking about hate and how strong someone has to love something to hate it afterwards. Because hating is basically the opposite of loving. And someone you don't really know can't be anyone or someone you can really hate. You can dislike somebody. But hating someone you don't know? It's a really strong word. So why should I be on hate lists? Who hates me? For what? That I don't like stuff? Maybe they dislike me or they disapprove on my opinion. That happens all the time. But hating me? I don't know. Unisex? Alright. Because in German we have like two different words. It's like Friseur. It's a French-German word. Friseur. And Friseurin. Like female version. Like teacher, alright. That's the same in German as well. We have Lehrer, which is teacher, and Lehrerin. Like, just like we would say teacherin. Something like that. Doesn't matter. Barber. Just less trained hairdressers. I think a barber will do your beard, right? Yeah, Friseur. The O with the stripe basically is also like Ö. Like the German Ö with the dots. Right? Frederick. How are you? Oh, Jesus. I'm tired as hell. I think I'm the the most tired... Tired? Tired? Jesus. Can't talk anymore. I'm super tired. That's what I want to say. I'm super tired. I'm working restlessly for the Dream Team series, so everything is running smoothly. Yesterday we had the first race with 28 cars on track on a course that the fastest laps are 1 minute and 3 seconds. So really short lap and 28 cars. It was carnage, but there was also a lot of clean and fun racing. So it was super. rFactor 2 is incredible. Behind your wheel, it's smile guaranteed. Yeah, so I think maybe I'm reaching too far, but I think I'm more known for criticizing rFactor 2 a lot because I really hate how I'm not, again, that word, but that's just because I don't know better words. I really dislike how everything is being brought together. Does that make sense? Like the menus and how the modding works and the pricing structure, and without Low Fuel Motorsports, the online stuff and how you set up sessions, the HUDs. It's the driving usually is pretty good. The driving is usually pretty good, but everything else is a pain in my ass. So, that being said, there is new content for rFactor 2. Let's go through the list. Let me check the homepage again. Alright, there it is. Oh, so bright. I hate if a homepage is not dark themed. Because then I'm sitting there like, yeah, I can read it. New content cars. There are two new cars. The BMW 330i. Is that how you say in English? 330i M Sport, which is the BTCC car from BMW. Which looks really eager to test that one out. Touring car championship content. Nice. And the other one is the Vanwall Vandervell LMH. One, I think even the first LMH we get in all of sim racing, right? So we are waiting for LMH cars for a while now. And yes, there is a mod for the Porsche in Assetto Corsa, but that's not official content. Not officially licensed by Porsche, and the mod is... It's bad, really bad. And from a modding studio, I would never say the name of, because they are just the lowest bunch of the bunch. So yeah, I think it's the first time we ever get an LMH car in sim racing. And it's a Bicolin. Why not? Or Bicolis. Bicolis is the real name of the company. I'm always getting them mixed up because there's a fictive car brand called Bicolin. The Klickenhaus is also licensed, but is the Klickenhaus LMH? Or does it have to be updated to that category? Stargamer. Really don't know. The Toyota LMH is in GT7. So, okay, the Toyota and the Klickenhaus were the first cars. Alright. It's just the first of the new wave of cars that's coming out now. So we had the Klickenhaus and we had the Toyota go first last year. And now we get the BMW, the Porsche, the Ferrari, the Vanderwall, Wonderwall. The Wonderwall, I will call it Wonderwall now. And I'm missing one. Did I already say the BMW? I think so. I think I'm missing one. There's one more. Right? Lambo? Yeah, of course, there's the Acura and the Cadillac. But the Acura and the Cadillac, are they LMH or are they only LMDH? That will drive in most likely only in America. Are you really exactly on 69,000 subs? No, I'm not. It's rounding the number. Peugeot? Oh, yes, the Peugeot. Right, the Peugeot. That's also a really freaky looking car. Yeah, BMW and Porsche, they are also LMDH. So as you can see, I don't have a clue about endurance racing. Sorry, brain fart right there. So let's continue with the tracks. There's also the Bahrain International Circuit with all its layouts. Laser scanned now in rFactor 2. Can't wait for the Assetto Corsa ripoff. Wait, what? Next is the Croft Circuit, which is one of the tracks I think the BTCC pack needed. Yeah? In the last updates, I always criticized how can it be that you do the first BTCC cars, not bring them all out together at once, and not have the more unique tracks. Now we get Croft and Thruxton, which is... I love it. That's what BTCC racing is about, those really small English racetracks. And Croft is really cool. Now we have a laser scan version of Croft. They are handy in doing laser scan circuits, so really looking forward to that. And the last item on the list is the London E-Prix. Don't care. Really don't care about Formula E, I have to say. So I don't even know if we will try it today because I don't have the Formula E car for rFactor 2, so... But the other stuff, definitely. I think we will start with BTCC, testing the BMW on Croft, and then on Thruxton, and afterwards we'll have a go with the Vanwall Vandervell, the Vandervell on Bahrain. All right, let me get that game started and open up the chat so I can read your comments again. Game overlay. Yes, please. Give me the game overlay. There it is. It's loading. Start the game. Yes, yes, yes. All right. The Bahrain Auto layout is a must-use with the LMH. I think the normal layout is better for them, right? Croft is your local track. How far is it from your home, Croft? Because I'm always saying that the Hockenheimring is my hometown track. But actually I lived almost 2 hours away from the Hockenheimring back then. Now the nearest racetrack for me is, I think, the Lausitzring. Which is like maybe 1.5 hours, 1 hour away from Berlin. How do you say that name? ZK1Y? Or is it Kiwi? Kiwi? Maybe? Hey, welcome to the stream. 36 minutes. 45-minute drive. Okay. Could you even drive the FE tracks without the Formula E car steering lock? Good question. We can test it out in the end of the stream. Your local track used to be Donington Park. I like Donington Park. Don't like the GP variant, but the national layout, fire. Only problem with Donington is it's so hard to overtake. I just hope there will be one game having all the LMH cars, like Rennsport, for example, or I don't know which game will have all of them. Bopped. Maybe Assetto Corsa too. One game that has them all officially licensed. Ah, that would be so great. I just hope it's not rFactor 2. What? Okay, let's start. Oh, I'm just realizing I shouldn't show you this can. Damn. I only have old coffee mugs here to fill it in. So, that's not what you think it is. It's actually a non-branded can I'm holding in my hand. You could see that. Oh my god, no! Look away! I'm not drinking anything here. And I forgot to put on my second light. There it is. Oh, would you look at that? That looks good, right? Shame, Jonas. Drinking that rubbish. It's not rubbish. It's giving me energy. Just look at this stream, how confident I am talking with you guys. I'm almost forgetting that this is not my native language. Okay, I'm already in rFactor 2. Let's go. There we are. We're not going to start with this combination because I think most of you want to see that, and I'm an ass, and I will hold it until the end of the stream so you guys watch longer. We're going to start with Croft and go for the BMW. There it is. BMW. All right. That's a small selection of skins. That's also a thing with rFactor 2. They always have so few skins. No visor mod. Okay. Standard, hard, unrestricted. All right. You want to talk German with me? Yeah, I'm German. There's no shame in that. People know that ChampionJoe is German. The Le Mans game will have them. Yeah. If that will ever see the light of day. Because it's release day should be in 2023, but we don't know anything about it yet. Right? We haven't seen anything about the WEC game. So. Ein Satz oder Wort? Warum? Warum willst du, dass ich Deutsch rede? Verstehst nicht, Gustav. ChampionJoe is a man of the people, of course. So let's start racing. Alright. So, the last time I played rFactor 2 is like 3 months ago. And I have a setup for the steering wheel, like what button does what. And I can't remember. So if I accidentally press the pit limiter or teleport back to the pits, if that's even possible in rFactor 2, or I don't know, self-destruct maybe, it's not my fault. It's the game's fault of being so complicated. Just look at the loading time. One car on one track on a over 3,000 euro pricey PC takes 30 seconds. I like. Overtake GG is a German brand. It's not. It's an international brand, Lucas. It just happens to be that we are producing it from Germany. But that doesn't have to be the case in the future. I don't know. There could be people in America doing our job. And it will be fine. International gangsters, right. I don't know who's riding with the Overtake account. Most likely, let me guess, Toby? Lol, your PC is slow then. What? 3,000 euro microwave. You guys are mean. Good guess. Nice. Gustav wants to know what sim racing games I can I'm lacking a word again. Which sim racing games are best to start out with? Oh, Jesus. What is that? Oh, I hate the HUD so much. Can't even see my inputs. Oh, yeah, let's go. Music is a bit too loud. Oh, it freezes if you click out of the window. All right. Whoa! And it snaps back in if you... Yeah, Luca's still in Great Britain, so... Alright, is it green or... The light is off. Does that mean I can drive through or not? Usually it should be green, right? I will just drive. See if I get a penalty again. Okay, where's the pit limiter? Like this button? Yeah. Alright. Whoa! Big bumps. Bumpy track. Is the BMW rear-wheel drive? Yeah, it is. Alright. Does it have something like traction control? No. Oh! I will... Perfect start. Okay, let's have a look at the grass. You guys know that it's 2022, right? Yikes. Just go through. You're literally the only car. Yeah, but there are rules, and rules are there to be broken or to keep them. Oh my god, the brakes are so bad on this one. Wow. I'm getting a good feel for the off-road. Nice, nice. Minecraft crash, yeah. Can I set something? Engine mixture. All right. 6 out of 7. Traction control is not there. ABS, not available. Differential, I don't have. Brake bias, alright, is at 51.2. There's no ERS, right? Makes sense. Oh, wait. Do you see that? There's a big screen right in front of us. Can you see that? The screen there? Let me... Seat. I don't know why it's saying that. Maybe go a bit down. Can you see the screen? I hate when they put your driver's view on the screen. First of all, it's super unrealistic. And secondly, who on the track would want to see my driver's view? They would want to see my car from the outside in a TV cam perspective, right? Don't get that. Why? Of course, you don't have to render anything again. I think there's something wrong with how the wheel is set up. It's like I turn in and the car's already almost gone. And as I said, let's test how long it takes to get this game run smoothly again. Ugh. Wheel angle is at 900 degrees. Software. Device driver. Device driver? Maybe that fixes it. Oh, and I have to drive out again. Can't press pause. No, it does not fix it. It's so unresponsive. Why is this game like this? It's always the same with rFactor 2. You don't have a clue what's happening. It's like, look at that. How much do you want me to turn? This game is a pain to set up. Yeah, especially because I'm changing hardware so often. It's never the same when I boot it up, and then it's always like, oh, I need 500 years. Set range by vehicle. So it's telling me it's setting the steering wheel range to 620 degrees. All right. Automatic failed. Perfect. Yeah, I have the same setup. Tom, I have the same setup in my software, like it's setting here 900 degrees. Newton-meter as the Moser R9. Auto 900 degrees on main wheel setting. Yeah, spam. And he's gone. Hello, hello, hello. That feels better. That feels much better. All right, let's see. That's the part you're not looking forward to, getting into PC sim racing. Just don't play rFactor 2 and you're fine. That's the big thing with rFactor 2. The driving is really good, but everything else is just a pain. But that feels much better. Woo! Okay. Why did the rear slide there? That shouldn't happen. Just look how easy you can lose this car. What is happening, guys? Compound is medium. Let's go for softs. But shouldn't make that much of a difference. Where's the roll bars? Rear roll bar. Detached, soft. Okay, you can go softer. Something at least. Let's try that. You see a lot of spinning, yeah. Because this game is not set up correctly. Let me put the seat a bit back so we can see the wheel. Where's the wheel? Where's the wheel? Is it turned off? It has to be turned off, right? Otherwise, this would be... Yeah, it's turned off. Such a pain. Missing the corner. Tire pressure in kilopascal. Yeah, don't. Let's not talk about it. I just never clicked with rFactor 2. I really like how the game feels driving-wise. How you can feel every bump, every curb. It makes so much sense. Just everything around it is so such a pain. Oh, this is really choppy at the moment. Can't really transition smoothly between braking and being on the accelerator, because I have no trust in the rear of the car whatsoever, and it's still really hard to get the nose to turn. Oh. Yeah, this is not a car you should drive with a open steering wheel. Maybe. Let's test something else. I knew the stream would end up in me testing stuff instead of really testing the car. So, I changed the angle of the steering wheel now in the software. Let's see if that makes the car a little bit more responsive. Seems like it. Let's see. All right. Hey Patrick, welcome to the stream. The brakes are really bad on this one. Let's go a bit further back. 51 is the furthest back? I can't go any further. It's already the furthest back? What the? Okay, that's strange to say the least. Usually you definitely should go more to the back. There's something wrong with the BMW. Like, okay, this is a car, it doesn't have any ABS. As you can see, anti-lock brake system adjustment not available. There is no ABS. There's no lockup whatsoever. I was pressing the brake for 100%. No lockup. Huh? How? Adjust the braking force. You think it's not at 100% by default? That could be, yeah. It's a real sim, not a car game. What do you mean? All real sims are car games. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. It's the new one, the BTCC one. Still not comfortable with the steering angle. It's just, why isn't it just auto detecting it like all the other games do? Oh, Jesus. It locks at Silverstone National at T2. It has auto detection, but it's not working. It's just telling me it's failed. Because I'm not using Thrustmaster or Fun Attack like 10 years ago. Yeah, my driving is really bad, but I don't feel comfortable at all right now with the game. So, how am I supposed to drive better? Just look at the brakes. Why are they not locking? And why is the... I'm really smooth on the accelerator and the rear is just... Yikes! Gonna spin you around. This game, man. Just driving me nuts. Look at that. Where's my turn in? Going into a corner with 80 or with 120 km/h in a BTCC car and you're like, yeah, understeer. There we go. But let's stop complaining and start driving instead. The accelerator is really aggressive. You have to be so careful when stepping on the gas. Otherwise you're dead. Okay, let's see. Let's go for some time trial. If I can get better or not. Let's be careful the first lap. Oh, there's so much understeer. And oversteer. Try another BTCC. Yeah, I tested all the other BTCC cars. I really like them. Yeah. Smooth is something else, but at least this lap is still... not fudged. Oh, too early in third gear. Wow, this corner is really tricky. It's the BMW from the new content drop, Henry. The 330i. Okay, let me check one more thing. So in the menu it said 620 is the right steering angle for it, right? Like 620. So I'm setting it to 620 now on my software. I will ton. How far can you go? +8. And to -6. Alright. Let's go +3 on the front axle to get a bit more turn in. Let's see if that helps. Tire pressure. Kilopascal, I don't have a clue. Yeah, let's see. Can you lock the brakes on the other BTCCs? I think so. I'm not sure, but maybe I'm just not fast enough on this track because there are no real long straights. No time set yet. Let's see. The oversteer is so... It's everywhere, basically. But is it fun to drive? Yeah, I would say so. The force feedback of the BMW is really, really good. The 620 steering angle now helps too. I think that's the best the car ever felt. But is it tricky to drive? Hell yeah. It's super hard to drive, especially the brakes are super, super bad. Oh, I should have looked at the braking pressure, right? Maybe that's one of the problems I have right now. The braking pressure is at maybe 80% or something like that. I can't get all of the juices out of the brake. Yeah, stiffening the front is definitely something I would recommend on this track with the BMW. Much better turning in those slow corners I just went through. Okay, let's see if we can finally get a time in. Won't be a competitive time. Whoa. This car is just trying to kill me. That's always a bad sign. If a car tries to kill you, most likely it's not really realistic, as most race cars are not trying to kill you if you're not sitting in a V8 supercar. Because they want drivers to be safe and they want cars to come home without a scratch. There are only a few series where cars are built to be difficult. Most of the time they're built to be easy to drive. Easy to get the full potential out. Like all the GT3s, for example. Or GT4s. Oh, this corner's always getting me. Don't have a good reference yet where I should aim for braking. It's always like I don't have a good feeling for when I'm slow enough to get the corner, then I'm braking for too long and I'm already like only 40 kilometers an hour fast anymore. So how in the name of the 7 did this lap count to anything? I was off track by miles. Are there no off tracks? My force feedback feels like I have a flat spot, but I just can't, right? There were no lockups yet, or no noticeable lockups. I have the brake bias at the lowest setting. If I had a lockup, I would have noticed, I guess. Because then I would be dead, right? Oh, this turn is driving me crazy. Okay. Getting there. In my opinion, maybe they should go for rFactor 3. Just let all of this behind, use the high quality models, import them into a new engine, make it look as good as possible. New UI, new interface stuff. Everything has to be easier. But I don't think there's money for that, right? Just look at the understeer. Where does that understeer come from? Okay. It's a faster corner. I set the front harder. Yeah, there will be some understeer. Okay, I get it. The BMW is alright. So if you're interested in buying this one to race in the BTCC races for low fuel, yeah, why not? I still think the Infinity was the most fun to drive so far, but BMW is good as well. Not my favorite, but alright. And the track is super. The track is really super. You can feel so many little bumps. It's just visually, yeah, visually it's only alright. It's not bad. Alright. Let's go for another track. Let's try Thruxton. Sound is also good. The BMW. Alright, but enough of the BMW. Which of the other BTCC cars should I test on Thruxton? Write it in the comments. Where is Thruxton? There it is. Thruxton. Alright. Should we use the Ford Focus? Focus? As we say in Germany. Ford Focus. Then there's the Hyundai. There's the Infinity. And there's the Toyota Corolla. That's the 4 other cars. Toyota, Honda, there's no Honda, I think. Or if there's a Honda, I don't have it. Only have the 2013 Honda. What is wrong with the music again? Jesus Christ. It's Angry Joe today. Streaming for you live. Toyota. Agree. Honda. If... Luca, Patrick, when you say Toyota, would you like to see the Infinity or the Toyota? Because Infinity is basically also Toyota. The Infinity is my favorite. Another Toyota. You have to change tarmac settings for better traction. Infinity is Nissan? Okay, I don't know anything. I'm Jon Snow. Corolla. Everyone wants me to drive the Corolla. Okay, then we use the Corolla, which is front-wheel drive. Jesus. Save me. Alright, where can I set up the grip? There's the music. Oh, wow. Only took... It's trolling me. It's just trolling me. That's the weather. Weather preset. Railroad time scale. Oh, static? Normal. Generated from file. Generated. Static? But I can't select 100%, is that right? That's why the feel for the car wasn't that great and there was that a lot of oversteer because there was no grip. absolute plonk. Oh my god, Luca. Is there a way to set the track to 100% grip? Why is everything so complicated with rFactor 2? In Assetto Corsa, you can just click, yeah, it's green, it's perfect, optimal, whatever. No, here you have real road time scale, session percent. Times 15, static. What does it even mean? Static best or static it stays bad? From file. Which file? Setting this to from file allows loading the track temperatures from a real road file instead of being dynamically generated. Where's that file? Weather preset to scripted. Okay. Real road, light, medium, green. Oh, heavy, saturated. Saturated. Sounds good. Wet. Not wet, please. Static. Generated. Like this? I have to learn 2 or 3 tips and then I'm good to go. Yeah. If rFactor development was given to AC motors, AC will be dethroned. Wow, that's big words, but maybe. If I have driven kart, yes. I'm not a good kart driver. Yeah, timescale means it gets more saturated over time, but if it's already saturated, it should be fine, right? Select reverb preset to change the amount of grip. Heavier presets will have more rubber build up and will provide more grip. So saturated should be the best one. Gustav, yes. Yeah, I know. I've seen, or I worked with the old interface that was even worse, but the new one is also not good. So you guys would say saturated, like this is a good setup to test the car? Driving in rain makes you a better driver. That's not the answer to my question. This is perfect. Okay, thank you. Thruxton. Then I will go for the BMW again. Sorry, Toyota fans. Because I need to see if I'm missing out here. If I'm just a bad driver or what is happening. Okay, guys. I have to close the camera for a second again. I'm drinking stuff from a can I shouldn't show in the screen. I'm sorry. I don't know, Gustav, how much PS. rFactor 2 is a real sim. You need 1 or 2 days for good settings. Yeah, sorry, that has nothing to do with being a good sim. Other games are good sims too. And they're much easier to control menu-wise. Hey, F1 fan. Alright, let's see. Thruxton. With grip this time around. Maybe that's the thing that was bothering me so much. The lack of grip. Let's see. I haven't driven on or at Thruxton in a long time. I really don't know the circuit anymore. Alright. I like that. That was a technical sector. Alright, now the left. Yeah, it's a fast one, I remember. Woo! That's a bumpy track. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Feels much better with more grip. Okay, I don't know what's happening here. Alright, that's... Wasn't as slow as I thought it would be. Oh, there comes a hard braking zone, I think. Maybe not that hard. Yeah, a lot of curbing. Yeah, feels much better. So, my bad. BMW is great. It's good. rFactor 2 and low fuel motorsports are combined. You can play rFactor 2 at low fuel. It's still in beta, so it's not 100% finished yet, but it's free and all your ACC glory counts to your rFactor 2 points now, so just check it out. Low fuel motorsports is just great. I haven't tried low fuel and rFactor, but René has, so he even did it in the stream a few weeks ago. Okay, what's really great about this track or about this laser scan is that it really shows the elevation changes. That word was stuck in my throat. It really shows... Oh, braking too late. It shows the elevation changes perfectly. I have a mod for this track on Assetto Corsa, and it's no way near that... that much detail when it comes to the elevation. You really feel... Oh, this... Okay, this corner is really tight. As you can see, I'm a slow learner, by the way, when it comes to racing. I'm not a good racing driver. Oh. Finding a good setup here, surely tricky. A lot of fast corners, so you need soft springs, soft roll bars. But there are also a lot of bumps. Oosh. Yeah, and I touch the grass and I'm gone. Okay, let's get back to the pits. Let me check with the brakes. No, not settings. Setup. Summary. Powertrain, wheels and brakes. Where are the brakes? Brakes. Pedal force is at 80%. Okay. So let's test 100%. See what that does. Lawnmower. Yeah. Valtteri Bottas simulator I'm playing today. That overlay a bit distracting. Yeah. Usually you should go for SimHub stuff. But I have a new PC and I haven't had the time to install SimHub yet, or the need to install SimHub, because rFactor 2 is basically the only game that needs that, because it doesn't have any good self-made HUD elements. Yeah, you need good SimHub overlays, otherwise it's not a really clean and beautiful hub. Just look at how bumpy this track is. I'm skipping over those bumps. You can't go as soft as you would like to. You need a bit of stiffness. Get the car over those bumps. Wow. Tire up helps. Yeah, sure. Also pedal inputs. I like to see my pedal inputs. To see how far I can go with the brakes. Instead of just feeling what the force feedback is telling me. Yeah, tracks look pretty well. You're right. I'm playing on ultra quality, so that's the best rFactor 2 can do, and it looks alright. Wow, going over bumps, really a bad idea with the BMW. Really nimble car, not made for going over curbs like that. No, 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 not again! Wow, that curve is also really tricky. Getting a perfect lap on this track, super difficult. Because it's almost all the time really high speed. But you can't, just like I did, go full out. Because then you will die. You don't have the grip or the downforce to do that. Really interesting. And it feels like I have flat spots. I can't feel the car locking up. But after 1 or 2 laps, the steering wheel starts to vibrate. Which is like, yeah, you have a flat spot. I assume. Yeah, the car set up horribly. It's the stock setup. Don't have time to fiddle with any setups today. You can try, Ash, but it won't be cheap. You need some cash money for that. Yeah, staying inside. Nice. Yeah, I have a lot of vibrations now when I go high speed. And the grip is gone as well. A little bit softer. Bump is on 8. Last bump. It takes days, weeks to get rFactor 2 locked in. Fastest track in the UK. Yeah, I never said that the driving is better in rFactor 2. That was always the best thing about the game. It's a good driving simulator. Just look at that. Jesus. Calm down, BMW. All tire pressures to the lowest. Whoosh. Yeah, I think I'm on mediums. I guess I don't have tire blankets. That's maybe a problem. I'm starting my outlap with cold tires. That's what I'm assuming now. Just the reason why I'm getting tossed around by everything. There's just no turning. Really hard to drive track with the bumps. Just look at how the car skips over the bumps when it gets unsettled from the curbing. Magnificent. Get off the throttle. Rotate, please. Jesus. There it is. Not too early. There's no rotation from the car when you're standing a bit on the brake. It's not turning them. I can't brake for this turn for the sake of it. Because I can't see my pedal. And I don't know when the car starts to lock up. I can't feel it and I can't hear it. Which is a shame. No ABS. Yeah, I don't need ABS. I need some indicator when the car starts to lock up. But I have vibrations again now. So the car is locking up, but I can't hear it and I can't see it. I can't feel it. There's nothing telling me that I'll lock up. But I have vibrations again. I can feel it in the steering wheel now. Whole car is shaking and I don't have grip anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dudes. Maybe that's also a force feedback setting. It's hard to find the blocking point. In other games, especially with the BMW, it doesn't have ABS, and I had now the braking force at 100%, and if I press 100% on the brake, so pedal to the metal, the rear is not stepping out. Not at all. There's no stepping of the rear. It's just like, why? So how should I know if the front or the rear is blocking? If I don't feel either the rear turning or the front. Yeah. Always blaming the pretend race car. I can only tell how I feel about it. This is not a stream to showboat how good of a racer I am. I'm not a good racer. It's me telling you how I feel about the new content. But you're free to buy the new content and test it yourself. If you don't like my judgment. Everyone wants to be iRacing now. Croft or Thruxton, which one suits you better? I think, yeah, they both have some strong points and some weaker points. I like Thruxton because it's so bumpy, it's really fast, and if you get the car set up to the track correctly, and you train a bit and get into a flow, I think it will be really awesome to time trial. I don't think it will be so good for racing. I think Thruxton will be much better for online racing. But the last corner Croft. Sorry. Croft will be much better for online racing, but I don't know about the last corner. That will be carnage. It's super tight. You don't feel the brake at all. Is there something you can set up to get a better feel for the brakes? There should be something in the force feedback, right? Speed sensitivity, steering settings, force feedback type, wheel, smoothing, multiplier, minimum steering torque, and force feedback strength. Not much you can fine tune. Okay. Let's test the next content, which will be the Vanwall. The Vanwall Vandervell prototype by Collis Racing. There it is. And we will test it on Bahrain, of course. Endurance. That's the GP layout, right? Ah, okay, that's with this thingy extra. All right, let's go for the usual layout and test the other layouts afterwards. Bahrain. Bahrain, Baraus. Yeah, let's test Bahrain, Baraus. The sim should provide the right feedback in response to driver input, track conditions, etc. Yeah, but as I said, I couldn't feel the brakes locking. But they definitely did. I had so much vibrations afterwards. Couldn't feel anything. The skipping over the bumps was cool, yeah. The BMW would surely enjoy Sebring as well, yeah, definitely. Alright, let's have a look into the setup. What about the brakes? They are... Oh, okay. 96%. Brake bias. 53. Let's see. Drive. It's just so... I don't know about the brake. Vanwall on London? Probably not. Let's see, Bahrain. Looking good. Car feels alright as well. Some grinding somehow on my direct drive. Yeah, turn the wheel. Don't know why. Let's see. Woo. Traction control failing in the first corner, right? Yeah, there is traction control on 4. Much easier to slow down than the BMW, of course. Wow, where's the grip? Holy moly! It just said nope. Not gonna turn into that corner with high speed. A lot of skipping there again. Oh. Don't crash into the wall. It feels like I have vibrations again. Couldn't tell you where I locked up. It's like you have to go back to the pits. There's no other choice. The grip is just 0 afterwards. 200 km/h in a corner is not a good idea. Why am I sitting in a prototype if that's not a good idea? In a fast corner. It's not like you have to brake a lot for that turn, usually. But I don't have a lot of experience on Bahrain. Not really my track. Maybe I just have to go a bit slower. But look at that! What? There's no turn-in! 150 km/h and there's no turn-in? Where's the downforce? It's just not turning in. Always the same when I test rFactor 2. I'm always like, yeah, just does not click with me. Where's the traction control? Why does this car have traction control if you get that much wheel spin? I know you can't see my pedal inputs, but I'm really careful with everything. Not a lot of downforce. Yeah, it seems like it. Now, I have vibrations again. Where did I lock up? Can't tell you. Good stuff. I want the same stuff you're smoking today. Come on, let's get it turned in. Again, so much oversteer. I'm already on 4. Let's go to 6. Traction control. I feel like I'm a school driver that never sat in a car before when driving this. It's all about weight transfer, yeah, sure. All good simulators are about weight transfer. Good sound. Oversteer in this corner. How can there be oversteer? It's not a good sign. I'm missing every apex. Base setup sucks, yeah. Then why are there no setup options for people that don't want to get into setups too much? Like in ACC, for example. Or at least one good baseline setup that loads automatically when you start the car. This corner is really hard to get. Because there's just no grip. Heavier. 1000 kilo. I can tell you it's not feeling like driving a rocket ship. Could be faster. It's not slow. Look at this, how slow I have to go into this corner not to understeer. Yeah, it's the setup. Sure. Setup of the car, but still. Okay, on 6 is really tamed. Seat 5. Traction control. But look at this. That's just not the right amount of turn and I need to get through the turns. 4 cars, 4 tracks in 2 cars. It's worth the price. How much is it? 30 euros or something like that? It's alright. It's one of the better deals of the last couple of months. That's true. If only ACC would have this track. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Bahrain. Neither of the country nor the track. The track is alright. It has some highlights. Oh, it's really difficult. It's like, yes, I could go into the setup menu and change some stuff around, but I don't feel comfortable in slow corners. I don't feel comfortable in fast corners. Don't feel comfortable on the straight. Yeah, let me check one thing real quick. Oh, it was already on softs. All right, so soft is the default. That's what I wanted to check, if I'm on mediums or on softs. There's also a really strange feeling of grinding in my steering wheel. Although this is a direct drive, it feels like there's a cogwheel. Some gears grinding there. I don't know. The wheel spin. €27? Okay, that's a good deal. If you're into rFactor 2, then it's either way a good deal. Because new content for your favorite game is always good, no matter the price. But even if you just want to get into rFactor 2, I think it's alright. Of course, nothing in comparison to how ACC is pricing, or even other games like Race Room or AMS2. But in comparison to iRacing, it's fairly priced. I'm trying to drive the best lines possible, but the game is not letting me. Why is there oversteer in this turn? I don't get it. I've softened the rear now. Is in the default setup. Is there no downforce in the default setup? Powertrain, wheels and brakes, suspension and aero. Where's the aero? Aerodynamics, wings. I can't adjust the front wing? It's on 1? Okay, that's maybe not. It's on 1 on 0 is the lowest. Okay, then I get why there's no grip in the fast corner. That give me maybe 4. And I try again. Holy moly, this game is so picky. I'm driving my own track. Yeah, I made this. This is not from Studio 397. I made this track. I'm driving my own version. Yeah, but I'm not complaining. New laser skins in rFactor 2 mean better content for Assetto Corsa, so everything good. Let's see if I can get this car to feel normal. What about now with the turn-in? Nope. AC3 next year? No, in 2024, sadly. So we will still have to wait like 2 years. And it will be called AC2, I think. Stuart said you cut the course. The brakes are quite good on this one. I need traction control at least at 5 to have some control over this accelerator, which is bonkers. There's so much power on the rear axle. It's crazy. I'm really careful with accelerating. They can't get it together. You haven't been able to get your wheel working with it yet? No, sad times. Vibrations again. Where did I lock up? Really have no clue what the brakes are doing. No feeling whatsoever. And this corner, for the love of me, how slow do they want me to go through there? Like this? 80? 70? Just go straight. Yeah, I think you see why I'm losing interest in rFactor 2 quite quickly most of the time. And now I have vibrations like crazy. And no grip anymore. Over understeer increases, of course. Makes sense. Wow, it's even more vibrations now. My complete rig is shaking. Oh, it gets even harder to brake for a corner. This game is massaging my back. Can you hear it in my voice? The vibration? Crazy. In. Not locking up helps too. Would be the best option, but I can't say if I'm locking up or not. There's just no feedback for that. Can you feel the hatred inside of me? 10 years old. I think it's alright. It looks okay. Let's go for the outer layout to sum this up. Again with the Vanwall. And let's go for... where is it? This is so, everything is so complicated in this game. I don't understand why. Here it is. Oh, I have to press on this. Yeah, of course I do. All right, let's go for some night hours. Light clouds should be okay. Why is the preset on light? Why did it change to light? Of course there's no grip. Why did it change to light? I had it on saturated. This game is driving me nuts. I made you fall in love with the car, really? Bashing it makes you makes you fall in love with things. Are the DLCs community made? No, the DLCs are from the devs. Studio 397. That's official new content. It's $30. Where did the face of this guy go? Didn't it load or what happened there? Oh, it's just too dark to show his features. All right, let's get the light on. Okay, that looks spectacular. You see the lights in the background? Wow, that really looks good. Yeah, there's also some modding stuff in the workshop, but okay, the lights on top of that tower look fantastic. Okay, let's see with some grip. Traction control to 5. Some things never change, and that's beautiful, I think. The cone. Oh, I have to go this way now, right? How fast are those turns? I don't know. Wow, it's really bumpy here. You cut the course. Oh. Yeah, it feels better with more grip, definitely. The car's fine, it's a good car. It's just not my simulator, guys. I have 1,000 playing hours in Assetto Corsa. It's not like I can hop into rFactor 2 and just say, yeah, this is so much better. No, that would be just not right for me to say. I think it's driving wise, rFactor 2 is a good game and it's fun to drive. And if there's a competition, I would be the last one to not try and be the best I can in this game and train a bit and try to be competitive. But at the end of it all, if I have the choice to drive the same combination on Assetto Corsa, I would definitely do it because it's just better for me. AC has ruined Sims. No, it hasn't. It just ruined all other Sims. Except Automobilista 2. I like that one. Really like MS2. Not everything about it, but some stuff. J Concepts! Hey! Welcome to the stream. Braking is also quite easier with more grip, I have to say. The only thing I have to figure out is the second sector. So the first corner is fast, this one. No brakey. And then you have to slam the brakes, right? Maybe you have to brake a bit earlier. And the rest is flat out now. Rennsport. Yeah, I have access to Rennsport. I could even show you Rennsport in the stream now. Just can't show you the menu as there's some new stuff I'm not allowed to show you yet. And I haven't tried Rennsport in my rig with the pedals I'm using right now, so I would have to calibrate stuff. But I have a rennsport, yeah. I have it installed, the beta version or the alpha version, however it's called. I hope that rennsport will be a phenomenal driving game. I really hope it can live up to the expectations there are already for it. Because if there are more good racing games, it only can be a good thing, right? Wow, this corner is really tricky because there's no grip at all, as it's so bumpy. The track gets really bumpy there, and then you skip over the surface instead of gripping up. Really interesting. But as you can see, with some grip on the track, I get accustomed to it. It's not as bad as it was before. Why did it change back to light? I don't know, man. Assetto Corsa Competizione 2? Call it by its proper name. Yeah, but it has the Porsche Mission R, which isn't in ACC, so that's already something new. And there's Goodwood. That's not an ACC. It just looks like ACC. It definitely doesn't drive like ACC. The driving sensation is a completely different one. What? This was better. Wrestling the car over the curbs. This, right now, is the best experience I had with rFactor 2 all night long. Easy track. Grip to 100%. The setup is alright for how the track is shaped. With low aero. That's fun. Is it ACC2? No, we are talking about rennsport. Because it also uses the Unreal Engine. It looks kind of like ACC, and there are already 3 GT3 cars announced for rennsport. You saw me flip over a curb. Yeah, they fixed that with the curbs, but curbs are really attacky, I would say. You have to be careful while driving over curbs compared to other games. It's not like it is in Assetto Corsa, where some curbs are just like ice and you drive over the curb and you start to slip or to spin. It's more like the tire really wants to evade driving over. So the tire gets pushed to the left or to the right, and that changes the direction of your steering wheel, like going over the curb, and it's like ugh! Because the tire just sits on this edge, and it falls to the left or it falls to the right, and then your steering gets a push, which is why it's fun. But yeah, cars and tracks, they look alright. I think that's more than enough for a first look. I'm still not the biggest rFactor 2 fan, and I probably never will. But if you're into low-fuel motorsports and those cars and tracks, the new ones, are on the roster, get them. Quality-wise, they are top-notch, I would say. The tracks, the cars, the thing is alright. If you like rFactor 2, you will like this content as well. Alright, guys. Should we do one lap with the same config in Assetto Corsa, just to show that I'm actually capable of driving a car? Okay, not the same combination because the Vanwall is not in AC yet. Once all well set, rFactor 2 is for me better feeling behind the wheel. Yeah, there's almost no argument against that. rFactor 2 driving wise is really good. Force feedback is also pretty good. With more grip on the track, I also feel like I have more control of the brakes. Still, there could be a bit more feeling of when is the car locking up and rotating with the rear, or locking the fronts and starting to slide and stuff like that. Didn't have a feeling for that. Joe sus. Why am I sus? No, we don't believe you. Right. So you say I have to do it. Watched my vid with Amos 1 last night. Yeah, Amos 1 is really good. In that stream, that was the first time I really sat down and took myself some time to test Automobilista 1, and it's so good. Excel Lab? What Excel Lab? Amos 1 is underrated. Yeah, it definitely is. The problem with Amos 1 is it's old, there's no multiplayer, and it looks like garbage. Right, I did that. I did that in the stream. I changed my wheel settings in the Moza Pithouse software to what was in the game for the BMW, so that worked out well. Oh, the London E-Prix track. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that. Sorry. Amos 2 with rFactor would be a perfect sim. If you had all the content and cars from Amos 1 with rFactor 2 physics, Jesus, that would be really nice. rFactor 2 is just old. Yeah, it is. But many games in the genre are old. So the Corsa is also pretty old. Chat is trolling me today. rFactor 2 and Amos 1 are your two go-to sims. Right. Mine is definitely Assetto Corsa. Then for a long time nothing. And then Amos 2. Then ACC. And everything after that is I'm alright. Like iRacing, rFactor 2, Race Room. Even F1. It's not a sim, yeah, but with playing hours. Don't have a lot of playing hours in rFactor 2. I'm at 27.4 hours now. That's almost nothing. Because it's not pulling me in again. If I have played it like today, or if I tested new content, it's always like, yeah, test the content. I have a feeling of, yeah, the driving is fun, but I don't want to continue. I have a bit more than 80 hours in Automobilista 2. Never 1,000 hours and 20 in Assetto Corsa. That's just not fair. How much hours do I have in Competizione? 250. It's also not a super lot. Race Room, 40 hours. But as I said, I only started with sim racing in 2020, so that's the AC. So should I do one lap in AC? 3k hours in rFactor 2? Wow, Martin. That's really a lot. Okay, let me... Bahrain International Circuit. Alright. Let's go for the GP layout. Use one of the VRC prototypes. The Revenga. Is that set correctly? Yes, it is. Drive. Just 1 or 2 laps. Just don't let Rene know about that, because he was like, I dare you to show Assetto Corsa in that stream. You're always like that. You're testing rFactor 2 and then your message in the end is, yeah, but Assetto Corsa is better. Joe finally proving that he actually can drive. No. That's not why I want to do it. It's more like, just, I'm sitting now at in a game I feel more comfortable with, and I want to show you the difference, what that makes. Okay, give me 1 more second. A little bit. All right. Music. There we go. The difference is just so... It's so much better to me. I understand what the car wants me to do. And there's a lockup. Can you hear it? Can you see it? Can take so much more speed through the turn as well. Yeah, lock up again. Rise to the rear. Maybe 56. Yeah, it doesn't look like good driving. Maybe I'm just a bad sim racer. That's maybe the most plausible answer. But I don't feel like the car wants to kill me through the turn. Just, as you can see, it don't have the grip to stay on course. A little bit too much understeer. Alright. Maybe I'm just not good in prototypes. Whoa. You see that? That's a lockup on the rear. Okay, maybe I just can't drive. I will stop here. It's not fun. It's not fun for me. I'm just a bad driver. That's my verdict for today. Hope you guys had fun. Sim racing system still active in AC. I think it is. But yeah, as I have a active Assetto Corsa community around me and I can basically drive with them all the time, I'm not really dependent on any system, so not sure. Stick to GT3s. No, I'm not driving a lot of GT3 racing. That's only the assumption by all the ACC videos I have already done on the channel. But I'm not a big GT3 guy. I really like touring cars and slower stuff with Aero, like slower prototypes, F3, F4, stuff like that. Produces the best racing. Miata. Yeah, Miata. MX-5 Cup. What's the telemetry HUD thing you had in the middle? And I see that's Race Essentials. You can Google that. Needs more downforce, clearly. Yeah, a little more downforce would have helped. WSS for organized AC racing. I don't know if I heard that before. I tried... How's it called? The green thingy. The green one. What's that one called? I think I left the Discord server, right? Because I'm not using it anymore. Yeah, I'm not on that any longer. As I already said, I'm racing with my community most of the time, so... World Sim Series. Copa Uno. Copa Fusca. Yeah. Okay, party people. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Was a lot of fun, especially with you guys in the chat. I wish you all a good rest of the week. Stay tuned in terms of Dream Team series. We are back. Check out everything there is already on Twitter. There should be a list of people that are in the DTS, like Chardier is there, René is driving, of course. Emily will take part. There's Dan Suzuki. There's Hoki Hoshi. There is Slap Train. Jesus, he has 2 million subscribers and he's racing with us. Slap Train. Amos is back. Hydro is back and he's called Hydro now, which is almost the same but more French. Anna is racing with him in the same team. Then we have Ray from Pixelhelden. We have Lucas LPN05 who was in the studio in the last Nitro Nights and so much more. So really fun racing with them yesterday in the first race, and we will have, I can spoil a bit, we will have a really awesome second race with Akina. Head-to-head races, but you have not heard that from me. You have not heard that from me. So keep your eyes peeled. End of November will be the first episode. So Dream Team Series is back, guys. All right. Have a nice rest of the week. I already said that. And a nice evening. And speak to you guys soon. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time around. Bye-bye. Where's the outro? There it is. Bye-bye.